Hey guys, welcome back to the Third Wind channel. Today we're going to be looking at Heroes of the Storm and more specifically Storm League within the game, and we're going to be looking at what is the strongest hero in the game in Storm League. This is hard to do, but this is for entertainment purposes, and I've sectioned off the heroes by group as much as I can, and we have melee on the left side and ranged on the right side. So let's just see how it goes, and it should be fun. First off, we got Anub'arak versus Arthas. Pros and cons. I think Arthas is a little bit better at dueling. Anub'arak is a little bit better in team fights. Got a stronger ult and cocoon. But then again, what does Arthas really lack? And it's hard to say. I think it's CC. I think Anub'arak having two abilities that can stun, just puts him a tier above in terms of tanks. And yeah, I don't know what to say, but yeah, Anub'arak wins this one. Cho versus Blaze. So Cho'Gall's a little interesting. I play a lot of Cho'Gall, and I think Cho'Gall is, as a tank, better than Blaze. So he wins this for me. Next we have, let me just mention about Cho'Gall. Cho'Gall can do everything, like take camps, wave clear, win fights, everything. Next we got Diablo versus Joanna. Okay, better wave clear in Joanna. More stuns in Diablo. Better ults in Diablo. Diablo's got more health. I just think Diablo's a little sturdier. Joanna's got a slightly better escape, but not it's so marginal. I think Diablo's just better here. Next we got ETC and Mei. Between ETC and Mei, just the classic mosh and slide W, all that. I think ETC is just, when played right, he's just stronger than Mei in most cases. That being said, Mei is still relatively new and still kind of, I don't know, still kind of finding her place in the meta, and I do think she'll become like a classic good tank in the future, but right now I still think ETC edges her out. Ooh, Garrosh Murden. This is a tough one. I knew the tanks would be tough. Garrosh and Murden. Between Garrosh and Murden, we both can stun. Murden's stun is more straightforward. Murden's got more health for the most part, a little bit more durable. Garrosh can throw. So this might be really unpopular, but I think Murden's still a sturdier tank than Garrosh in terms of peeling, for example. Stitches and Tyrael, it's just going to be a simple Stitches for me. I just think Hook Gorge for a tank is just more important than being able to dive. It's so niche. So yeah, like here you see, I'm trying to section these off, but of course Imperius is a bruiser, but I'm trying to make the bracket make sense. We got Mal'Ganis, Imperius, and just knowing that Imperius can solo tank and has better wave clear and is a better duelist and everything, and Imperius just wins that. Chen has fallen off a lot for me recently. I think that Artanis is better, and he's also good on maps like Battlefield for Eternity, and he's good at taking camps, and Chen is kind of bad right now. So Artanis wins. This is a tricky one. They're both globals. I think that Deathwing in most cases is better when he's played at his prime. Like if someone plays him very well, and I like that he has some more flexibility than Dehaka. So Deathwing edges him out. Diva Leoric. I play a lot of Leoric, so I'm a little biased, and I think Diva's been nerfed enough that she isn't like a staple in the meta yet. In terms of survivability, if you play Leoric right, he can be just as survivable, and I like his different talent builds he can go. That doesn't mean he's better. Who's better? I just think the Orc is slightly more impactful. Like Diva's a pretty terrible duelist as well right now. I don't see it. She loses in lane. I'm gonna go with Leoric. Malthael Rexar. Oh boy. Okay, this is like a battle of the best bruisers really here. Um it's very situational as well, but which one is more situational? Um This is one I want to hear down in the comments what you guys think. Cause I'm so indecisive here. I'm gonna go with Malthael because I think he's just better overall, all around. Does more damage. That's really what it comes down to. Sonya Varian, to me this is easy. I think Sonya is just higher output. I can appreciate the Varian has his different modes, but I just think Sonya does all three of them together kind of better. Double soak, camps, damage, wave clear, everything. Sonya's better. Urel and Zol. I think Zol is pretty okay, he's not terrible, but he's not very good at anything except wave clear. You know, his damage is super predictable. That being said, sometimes all you need from him is that wave clear ability. But I'm gonna go with Urel. Just better in team fights, and she's been getting better and better. Rag Thrall. If these two were to brawl it out in a duel, I don't even know who wins. But Rag has more versatility in that he can, you know, defend against objectives, and he can clear lanes with Lava Wave when needed. Thrall is probably the better duelist, but I think Rag is just more useful. And also his other ult is quite underrated. It's quite good. Gaz versus Medivh. No, Medivh. Maiev. So I put Gaz into the bruisers, if you haven't noticed. But this is again, we're splitting here. We're going to melee assassins now. Gaz is just really good right now. So Gaz wins. Illidan sucks right now. Alarak. Samuro Kerrigan. I think Samuro's better when played well. Kerrigan's a little bit clunky right now. Murky Butcher. I think Murky is better. Just more utility. And Butcher's very gambly. Valera. No, Zeratul is slightly more versatile, more burst at the end of the game, better wave clear, so overall just a little better. Vikings versus Kira. A really coordinated team with Vikings could be really good. I just don't think that Kira has that same impact as some of these other melees anyway, so I'm going to pick Vikings here. I think they have more potential in Storm League. Uther versus Deckard is a tricky one. You see how I have the melee healers on the left side as well. Uther Deckard. I'm just going to go with Uther because he's more versatile in Storm League. Come on. Stukov, Rhaegar. Stukov and Rhaegar can clear camps are like the two best healers for taking camps, but I think that Stukov offers more healing, the ability to silence, and better ults for the most part. So I'm gonna go with Stukov. I think he's really strong. So okay, now we're heading into the second round for the melees. I'm just gonna scroll up for you guys so you can see. So we got Cho and Anubarak. And my fun, biased opinion about Cho, I'll just end it here, and we're going to go with Anubarak. Here we got really the battle of the classics. Who's better between Diablo and ETC? A good Mosh can win any game, and a good Diablo can stay alive forever. Who's better? I'm going to go with ETC, just because of the Mosh, and I think he has slightly better peel than Diablo. Next we got Murden. Stitches. Sorry, Stitches. You lack a stun, so we're gonna go with Murden. Imperius over Artanis, just so much stronger in team fights, and Artanis is just very clunky to me. Go by team fights. Deathwing Leoric. I think that a good Entomb, or just the ability to kind of be impactful in fights. Deathwing, you need. If you have an experienced team against Deathwing, I don't think that Deathwing can do as much as Leoric. That's what I'll say. I'm going to go with Leoric here. Malthael Sonya. Oof. Yeah, although I am a Sonya main, I have to say that I think Malthael is just better overall. Really good ability to do like everything. These two are like the heroes that can do everything. But of the two, I find that Malthael just edges out Sonya a little bit and is more applicable in more games than Sonya. Urel and Rag. I'm gonna go with Rag. Just has that, wave clear ability, and can be just as impactful as Urel in fights. Then we got Gaz, Alarak. Sorry, Gaz is really strong right now, Alarak. Haven't seen you much in the meta. Samuro Murky. This is a tough one. I'm going to go with Murky here. I think that Murky in the back line with Slime Time is scarier than Samuro even. Next we got Zeratul and Vikings. I'm going to go with Yeah, Zeratul, because I think a good Zeratul late game can really be very decisive. And, avoid prison. Vikings lack good ults. Let's see. Uther or Stukov? I really do think Stukov is really strong right now. I know that Uther is a... Ooh. In coordinated teams, Uther's armor can be crazy. And the ability to just solo tank or solo bruiser with Uther... Man, these guys are... One of these guys are going to be out too soon, I'm personally going with Stukov just because I think the healing is still crazy. And you get the silence, so you're not lacking a CC. Okay, third round for melee. A new rank is just completely outclassed by ETC. Murden versus Imperius. The stun, you can stun multiple people with either. And Imperius does more damage. Yeah, I'm going to go with Imperius here. Ooh, percent damage battle. I think that Malthael is just a little better than the Arc. Gaz versus Rag. Gaz does everything very well. He's just lacking... he's not lacking anything as Rag. Gaz is just much better. Murky Zeratul. We're going to go Zeratul. It feels like a no-brainer. I don't know why. Okay, we're going back up. ETC versus Imperius. Yeah, good nosh. ETC. Yeah, Gaz versus Malthael. We go Gaz. Zeratul versus Stukov. We go Stukov. ETC Gaz. Gosh, Gaz is just really strong. I don't know what to say. I just think that, the ability to kind of like position teams and mosh at the right time is still so impactful and at times underrated. Though he is not the most durable tank, so it really makes me think. Gazlo can do everything so well. I have to go with Gazlo. Gazlo versus Stukov. Yeah, Gazlo's in the finals. So now we enter the right side. This is the range side. I don't know how I feel about Gazlo being in the finals. He's just so strong right now. Orphea versus Phoenix. Orphea is just, especially at lower levels, the 1v3s I see in all of this, and just her damage potential and her ults better than Phoenix's probably. Phoenix, it's too easy. He's too easy to kill. One stun and he's dead. I think I'm gonna go with Orphea. Chromie versus Asmodan. I think Chromie's ability to set up things and have some CC and her damage output is just higher at the moment. You need people to clump up for Asmodan to work. Next we have Cassia Genji. Genji is really not great right now. His numbers need to get bumped. Cassia is really strong. Falstad's global is just better than Gaul. We're just it's hard to put Gaul separate like this from Cho, so just go with Falstad there. I think Jaina's need to be so close to to get herself into those higher damage numbers costs her so many deaths that I think the Greymane is just more versatile, finishing kills. Yeah, I think Greymane's better. Now we got the battle of the KTs, and I think that Kel'Thuzad is better against higher level players, and Kel'Thas is better against lower level players. But we'll go for Kel'Thuzad. I think that Junkrat is... Hanzo probably does more damage, but Junkrat has the ability to displace people He has CC, therefore, and yeah, I'm gonna go with Junkrat here, but it's a close one. Li Ming over Gul'dan just because of the resets. Really great. Nazeebo versus Lunara. Nazeebo is too situational. You need to get to the late game, and you just, I think you'd rather always have a Lunara, the ability to push a backline as well. Probius versus Nova. Honestly, I don't remember the last time I saw Probius in ranked, so I'm gonna go for Nova. Raynor versus Sergeant Hammer. See, this is really interesting. On Hero's profile, Hammer holds a really high win percentage in Diamond and Master, but she doesn't have a lot of data. I've had some really good games with Hammer. Not playing her, but she was on my team. That being said, Raynor is just so versatile. Yeah, we're gonna go with Raynor. He's just good all around. Sylvanas versus Tassadar. I think that Tassadar just edges this one, just more damage output, and Sylvanas at higher levels, people aren't just gonna let you hit them the way Sylvanas needs you to. Next, we got Tychus versus Tracer. I respect that Tracer is probably really really good at like Master Diamond level. I'm more of a Platinum player, high Platinum, and I don't see Tracer as much as maybe someone who's playing in Master Diamond. I appreciate that she's really good, but I'm gonna go with Tychus here just because he's really good right now. His grenade is brutal, and the ability to do like 70% of someone's health almost immediately is broken. Zagara Vala. Really skilled Vala players are scary. I'm gonna go with Vala here, and her ability to hyper carry. Zul'jin versus Mephisto. I don't like the Mephisto is like locked out of the battle once he's used his abilities. Maybe I don't know if that makes him worse, but his ults are a little lackluster. I think Zul'jin's just a little stronger. He can do a lot in team fights. Late game Mephisto might be better. Let's see. Battle of some supports here. I think Abathur is just more. You can use him in different ways. He's got the mind build. I don't think you see that so much in ranked, but the most important part is during objectives he can soak. He can offer the team that advantage. He can clone. He can, man, a good Abathur player. See, I don't play a lot of Abathur. Maybe I'm not using these words right, but he has just a lot of different options. He can give your team attack speed, and he's just more versatile. And I think he fits into more team comps in Storm League than Zarya. Anna Anduin. See, this is another tough one. I think Anna, just because she can do the same amount of healing as Anduin, and she can give a nano, which can really turn fights around. But then again, a good pull can also turn fights around. Man. Oh, we're gonna go with Anna. I think she's just really strong. Alexstrasza versus Brightwing. Man, we got the strongest healers up against each other here. I think after Brightwing is nerfed, Alexstrasza just has more healing now if she can stay healthy in fights. So I'm gonna go with Alexstrasza. Next, we got Whitemane and Ariel. I think Whitemane's just a little weaker than Malfurion right now, and for that reason, I'm gonna go with Ariel. I like her. She's paired with, for example, Cho'Gall, which I play a lot. It's nuts. I liked her choice between ults as well. It's the ability to choose the right ult in games can really be decisive. Lucio Malfurion. I actually think that Malfurion is more effective than Lucio. He can do the same thing as Lucio have played very well. He's got the silence. He's got the root. He's really, top level Malfurion player beats the Lucio player. Next we got Lily Medivh. I think that Lily's healing is a little bit too limited, and you can't choose who you're healing as well. And Medivh's kind of ability to use, in really organized teams to prevent, unlimited damage and use portals. I'm just gonna go with Medivh here. I think he's more viable for Storm League in terms of team play. Morales and Tyrande. I think Tyranda's fallen off a bit, but I might be wrong. I think it's hard for you to be able to auto attack without getting killed, so I'm gonna go with Morales. We're back at the top. We got Chromie, Orphea. I think Chromie's better at higher level, and Orphea's better at lower level, so I'm gonna go with Chromie here. Also outranges Orphea. Next we got Falstad Cassia. Cassia's a little stronger right now. She's just got more damage output. Then we got Kel'thuzad Greymane. Just for like those really high potential ceilings, I'm gonna go with Greymane's a little bit too without a proper healer. If you're solo queuing, yeah, he just dies a little too easy. He's got too little health to do what he does. I don't know how to explain it in any other way. I'm gonna go with Kel'Thuzad. Li Ming, Junkrat. Close one. All around, I think Li Ming is a little better with the resets and her kind of talent. Option to go Calamity or Long Orbs. Lunara over Nova. Nova's a meme pick. Tassadar is stronger than Raynor right now. Who's the best auto attacker right now? I don't think it's Raynor. I'm gonna go with Tassadar. Raynor still feels a little clunky to me. Oh yeah, there we go. That's the best auto attacker right now, potentially. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tychus. He can do the same amount of damage as Vala, and he's got the grenade that can really he just does. He can kill someone much faster than Vala, I think. Zul'jin versus Abathur. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is a hard comparison. We'll take Abathur. He's a little more versatile in terms of the way he can be used in Storm League. Alexstrasza versus Anna. Man, this is another one where I want to hear what you guys think. I really don't know here. I think that Anna offers more utility while Alexstrasza offers more healing. Which is more important? And the ability you can kind of weigh Alexstrasza's Dragon versus Nano in a similar way as well. So they offer similar potential, but no. I think the potential is higher with Alexstrasza actually. So that's why I'm going to pick Alexstrasza. Malfurion over Auriel. Yeah, Malfurion's just a beast of a healer. Auriel's a little too situational. Medivh versus Morales. I'm going to go with Medivh. Morales a little bit clunky, no escape, can't heal herself. Gets hunted. Okay, back to the top. Chromie versus Cassia. I think Chromie is better. She's got more range and she can do similar damage. Although, yeah, and Cassia's been nerfed a little bit recently. I don't know. I like Chromie better here. Kel'Thuzad over Li Ming. Just because you can set up your damage easier. Tassadar over Lunara. Lunara's missing a little bit of that. I don't know what it is, but she's just missing that little extra oomph that Tassadar has in terms of damage. I think Tychus is stronger than Abathur right now, for sure. And here, you might have noticed the bias here, but I'm a big Malf stan here. Next, we got Chromie and Kel'Thuzad. I don't know what Kel'Thuzad looks like at higher levels. Is he good? Yeah, I think Chromie might just be a little more versatile in terms of damage. You don't need to get your stack. Well, you actually do have to get stacks as well with Chromie. Actually, I don't know. Is the range important? The range might be really important. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the range. Chromie. Tychus is better than Tass right now. Malf is better than Medivh. Oh, we're getting to the end here. Let's see. Chromie versus Tychus. Tychus can do damage to anyone. He can 100 to 0 any character right now. While Chromie, if she gets chased down, she just dies. So I'm going to go with Tychus. Tychus Malfurion. Oh gosh, who deserves to be in the final with Gaz? Yeah, we'll go with Tychus. Just feels a little bit better putting a damage dealer against another damage dealer. But yeah, Malf isn't quite so popular in the meta right now either. Are we gonna load the final? There we go. And the winner here, um, really only due to one thing, and that it comes down to CC and ability to end a game. Will be Gazlo, and that's because he got the Gravo Bomb, stun, combo, in addition to having crazy damage CC, wave clear, better wave clear than Tychus. So, um, yeah, Gaz is. I would have, a year ago, I've never thought Gaz was the winner here. But that's our list here, and let me know if you guys agree. I'm sure that I'm incredibly wrong, and you guys are gonna put me in my place. Um, so I'm looking forward to that. But I thought this was a fun video to make, anyways, and I'm ready for the hate. But if you want more Heroes of the Storm content, let me know by leaving a like and subscribe for more content. Otherwise, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Later, we'll see.